volleyball is alive and well at Michigan State University. With the recent success of the United States Olympic volleyball team, the sport has enjoyed a strong comeback in popularity. At MSU, over 1,000 students participate in the university's intramural leagues, and many more can be found serving, bumping, and spiking volleyballs in pickup games all over campus. This past year marked the return of a very strong men's club team at the university. Although only rejuvenated last year, MSU has a strong tradition in men's volleyball, dating back to the 1950s. During the 1950s, 60s, and early 70s, men's club teams won numerous awards and accolades for competitive excellence and provided a foundation for the current men's club to build on.
Yes, I organized the whole thing as a registered student organization on campus and just became president, and then a couple of other members from the team became their vice presidents, John Hall and Jay Mesner, and we basically started all the paper pushing to get everything going.
The 1989 season was special in many respects. Fan support grew as the season progressed, and it was quite common to find that friends, alumni, and family members outnumbered home team fans at games played on the road. At the IM Sports Arena on campus, the team's home court, fan attendance tripled from the previous season. The club estimates that an average of over 200 people attended each home match the Spartans played, and like Spartan fans everywhere, they made their presence known. In its final home match of the season, club members forwarded personal invitations to various members of the university and Metro Lansing community, and it had its proudest moment when MSU President John DiBiagio appeared before a loud and boisterous Spartan crowd at the IM Sports Arena. MSU went on to defeat its traditional rival, the University of Michigan Wolverines, sweeping them for the season with a stunning come-from-behind victory and ending its 1989 regular season with a 17-2 record. Last season, the team's record was 5-13.
The men's power volleyball team is only a club sport over at Michigan State, but the Spartans beat those guys from Ann Arbor today, so we figured you'd be a tad bit interested. The Spartans took the opening game 16-14, but the Wolverines blew them out in the next two in this best-of-5 match. The State took the next two games by identical 15-13 scores to win the match. The Spartans were led by seniors Paul Paddock and Jurgen Kyle. Spartans, Paul, moving on to next weekend's Midwest Championships.
I tell you, those guys are fantastic athletes.
You have to be in that game.
You know, they can jump and slam just like basketball players. They just don't get a lot of publicity.
That's right. Makes you wonder what you were doing as a kid.
Exactly.
What happened?
CBS television affiliate Channel 6 in Lansing was not the only member of the media to pick up on the team's success. The MSU State News published 3 articles on the team, and the Lansing State Journal regularly reported on scores and highlights throughout the season. By the end of the year, even the Detroit Free Press had joined in acknowledging the team's accomplishments. The 1989 version of MSU men's volleyball claims discipline and desire as motivations behind its success. But there's more. Collectively, team members averaged above a 3.2 GPA in the classroom, with 6 players averaging above 3.5.
What kind of grade point are you looking at? 3.73. 3.5. 3.7. I have 3.4.
Did you find that volleyball conflicted with school at all?
Oh yeah, it's in a way, but you know, there's always ways to work around it.
Which was in the way? Was volleyball in the way of school?
School's in the way.
School was in the way.
Yeah, I was happy. I think volleyball helped. Really discipline and knowing I had stuff to do, got it done.
Despite the pressures of academics and an 8-month-long practice and play schedule, team members were able to raise over $10,000 to meet their season-long expenditures. The 30-team MSU Clash Tournament, contributions from local individuals and businesses, student fees, and ASMSU contributions were combined in an all-out effort to firmly reinstate collegiate men's volleyball at the university in 1989. Combined Combining the infrastructure of club organization with team practices produced a most remarkable season for the Spartans. Their 17-2 match record is even more impressive when viewing their season-long game record, an amazing 70-17 mark. As the season progressed, MSU developed a reputation as the most prolific defensive collegiate club team in the Midwest.
What did you enjoy most about the game this year?
Just roughing the big guys.
Well, I recall you had a big block against Michigan in the semifinals, I believe.
Yeah,
And do you remember that moment?
definitely. One of their bigger hitters and I put a straight.
Crash. Well, why did they call you Crash?
They call me Crash because I get to everything, and it doesn't matter what it takes to get there, because I'm going to get it.
Spartan opponents were baffled at the difficulty of scoring points against this team. The team averaged 8.54 blocks per game and 14.95 digs or saves per game. At one point during a match, the captain of the Michigan Wolverines remarked, "It's impossible to get a ball down against you guys."
Let's do it.
Offensively, the team incorporated advanced play sets into well-drilled sequences, tailored to attack the different defensive formations of their opponents. The team's hitting percentage for the year was .351. This percent can be loosely compared to a baseball player's hitting average, and in terms of NCAA varsity men's teams, this percent would rank them 4th in the country. The Spartans learned to successfully combine power and finesse, and to their credit, were able to make split-second play call adjustments in order to successfully take advantage of opposing formations. During the quarterfinal match of the Midwestern Intercollegiate Volleyball Association Championships, one Northern Illinois player became so frustrated with the MSU attack that he yelled, "Oh God, no," as the Spartans' West German middle blocker crushed a perfectly set ball over the top of a confused defense. Ambitions of a regional championship became a reality for the Spartans on April 14th and 15th in Fort Wayne, Indiana. 20 teams from colleges and universities all over the Midwest had assembled seeking national recognition in the form of the best from the Midwest. MSU played with confidence and poise, and as the tournament progressed, the team earned a wave of respect and recognition from players and officials alike. In the semifinals, MSU disassembled the revenge-minded Wolverines in a memorable game that captured the attention of everyone present at the tournament. The finals, however, were the coup de grace for the Spartans. MSU shut down the turning favorites and #1 seed Notre Dame University in another match where Spartan fans came from nowhere to support the Never Say Die Spikers from East Lansing. It had been over 19 years since MSU had captured the regional crown in men's intercollegiate volleyball. Team captain and senior outside hitter Paul Paddock was honored with the Commissioner's Award for his outstanding leadership and play during the tournament. And first-year head coach Sante Pirelli was honored as the Midwestern Intercollegiate Volleyball Association Coach of the Year.
What are your reflections on the season overall? What did you enjoy most?
Well, I think I enjoyed the fact that a group of young men were able to combine their talents and some very strong desires and some other common elements and seek out a goal and achieve it.
The 1989 Spartan men's volleyball team has placed a green and white championship signature on the rapidly expanding prominence of intercollegiate men's volleyball. And they can't wait till next year.